Hey guys, this is Zack Hample at Nationals Park in Washington, D.C. And let me start by saying that if I don't snag at least 10 baseballs today, I'm going to be disappointed. I've been here 21 times over the years and averaged more than 13 baseballs per game. That said, it may surprise you to hear that this place is not actually designed all that great for catching baseballs, but what makes it so good is that it opens 2.5 hours early every day. So you basically get to see both teams take their full batting practice. For tonight, I'm not quite sure what to expect in terms of the attendance. Tickets on SeatGeek were especially cheap, so that's always a good sign. The Nationals recently clinched the NL East, so you'd think that everybody down here would be fired up for the game, but you know what else is happening tonight? The very first presidential debate between Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. So I feel like everybody in this town is going to be tied up with that. Right now, the stadium is going to open in just a few minutes, so come on, let's head inside and check this place out. That was hit by Anthony Rendon, who actually hit me my 7,000th baseball right out here in this section, the red porch seats. I love it here. Thank you. Two baseballs back to back. Oliver Perez tossed me the first one, and I didn't even ask him for it. And then Wilson Ramos hit a long fly ball that bounced off the warning track all the way up over this tall wall. I wasn't really expecting that. So 4 baseballs already today. Clint Robinson, number 5. The Diamondbacks just started hitting. I'm posted up and straightaway left for the time being. The bullpen out here is actually located in the worst spot. Pretty much straight away, left center. It swallows up so many home run balls. When this place first opened, I actually got a bunch of balls there with the glove trick, but security now frowns upon that, so that's a lot of opportunities that are taken away. There's a lot of deep fly balls and home runs being hit, but just not to this section right now. I don't understand it.
Right here!
That waiter put up his drink tray and protected some people sitting at one of the tables from a home run. I wish he had deflected it down to me, but that was actually pretty cool.
Yes!
Double digits have been achieved. Man, that was a good batting practice. The D-backs were hitting balls all over the place, so it was actually tough to pinpoint one good spot to be. There was kind of a flurry of activity toward the end, and I'm not sure if my cameraman got all of it, so just to recap very quickly, my 8th ball was tossed to a fan in the corner spot, kind of near the batter's eye, who bobbled it back to me. I picked it up and handed it to him, kind of a cheap way to get one, but it does count. Number 9 was thrown by a player over some fans down in front right to me. Number 10 was a home run that I caught climbing back over a row of seats and then reaching way up and out for it. And number 11 was tossed again by a Diamondbacks player near the bullpen. So 11 baseballs total. I'm not sure who was hitting or throwing any of the balls at the end. It was tough to recognize these guys, but I'm feeling pretty good about how the day's gone so far. On the day, so I've pretty much equaled my average that I've achieved here over the years. That feels really I've just got 3 pre-game toss toss-ups from the Diamondbacks. Bench coach Glenn Sherlock, bullpen catcher Mark Reed, and outfielder Brandon Drury. There was no competition. It was almost embarrassingly easy. So my total for the day is 14. Gave the last one to a really friendly usher to give to a kid later on. I'm going to head out now to my seat in left field and check out this concourse. It's very new feeling, even though this stadium is like about 8 years old. And I love the red floor. That's a nice touch. Bottom of the third inning. The Diamondbacks are getting no hit right now, and the Nationals are up 1-0 on an RBI triple by Brian Goodwin. I'm out here in left field with a whole lot of room to maneuver in case I'm lucky enough to have a home run ball come flying in this direction. And very quickly, I want to give a shout out to SeatGeek. They've sponsored a few of my videos lately, and they're sponsoring this one tonight as well. I actually got my tickets from them down in the front row. But, you know, since everybody's clustered up down there and it's more crowded, I decided to sit a bit farther back where I do have all this space. Now, for those who don't know, SeatGeek is an app that functions like a ticket search engine. Makes it really easy to buy tickets. I've used it a bunch of times, and one thing that I really love about it is that it's great for a visual person like me. So when you pull up a seating chart, you're going to see different colored circles all over the place that represent the available tickets. Basically, if you see little teeny red circles, those are generally not the best deals, but you'll see orange circles that are a little bigger and green circles that are even bigger than that. Those are the ones that I usually look for. So here's how you can use this app. Check out the description below this video on YouTube. You're going to see a link there where you can download the app, and after you've done that, use the promo code Zack, Z-A-C-K, under the Me tab in the app, and you'll receive $20 back on your first purchase. That's a great deal, so definitely take advantage. And there are some right-handed batters coming up, so I'm going to turn my attention back to the game so I don't miss a long ball. Bacon, cheddar, ranch, fries. Oh yeah, baby. Definitely a meal that requires a fork. Oh my gosh, so much stuff has happened here just in the last little bit. We saw the head groundskeeper come out and talk to the umpire. He must have known that some rain was coming, and sure enough, not too long after that, a storm hit. The whole grounds crew pulled out the tarp, and I'd say it was only on the field for about 20 minutes, but that was enough to clear out probably 90% of the fans that were here. So I'm out in left field. I have practically 4 sections to myself. And then guess what happens? Mitch Haniger on the D-backs blasted a home run over the bullpen in left field. I ran after it through the seats, but I just couldn't get there quite in time. I mean, the 6th inning lasted about an hour. Wilson Ramos, the Nationals catcher, he got hurt. It looks like his right knee is really messed up. He might be out for the year. I got my 15th ball tossed up in between innings, and now there's still a few innings to go, and nobody is sitting behind me anywhere in left field, so I'm probably just going to stand up here on the staircase in case anyone goes yard. Lots of action here today at Nationals Park. I got half a dozen baseballs pretty early on in batting practice from the Nats. Then there was a bit of a lull in the action, but the D-backs came out swinging, so I caught a few home runs from them, got a few toss-ups, and by the time batting practice ended, I had 11 baseballs. After that, I got 3 more pretty easy toss-ups before the game, and then during the game, I got my 15th ball in the middle of the 6th inning, and a couple innings later there was one tossed up from the bullpen, so 16 baseballs total. I actually lost track of the number of balls that I gave away, but all 16 count for my stats, so that number is 9,418. The Diamondbacks won the game tonight by the score of 14-4, and they hit 5 home runs, but unfortunately none of them were near me. I think 4 of them went to right field. There was the one I tried to chase after in left, which was like 100 feet away. So I just picked badly and didn't really have luck on my side, but that just happens sometimes. You can see though why I have a great time coming down here, why I've put up good numbers consistently over the years, and it's always a pleasure to come down to the nation's capital.